only when we truly know and understand we have limited time on earth, and we have no way of knowing when our time is up, that we will begin to live each day to the fullest, as if it were the only one we have. "20 years from now, you will be more disappointed by the things that you didn't do than by the ones you did do. So throw off the bow lines, sail away from the safe harbor, catch the trade winds in your sails, explore, dream, discover. The purpose of life, after all, is to live it, to taste experience to the utmost, to reach out eagerly and without fear for a newer and richer experience. To those who stay put, the world is but an imaginary place. But to the movers, the makers, and the shakers, the world is all around, an endless invitation. So the only question left to ask yourself is, where should you go now?"
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good afternoon, or even good evening for all of you all around the world. My name is Ali Midawi, and this is a new installment of your Yup Daily, and I am super excited. Today is actually one of the most productive days I've had in a long time, and it's only 11:03 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Good morning, beautiful people from all over the world. Julie, Weenie from Sydney, Australia, Mary from England. So glad to have you in here. Hey, Deborah, how are you? Good morning, Heidi from Virginia. So glad to see you in here. You're gonna want to tag someone on this video who needs to hear this message, because today I'm covering something that I think you're gonna appreciate. How do you actually address that one person or people who don't respond to you? Why do they even go from very chatty, and then the moment you talk about business, they go totally quiet on you? Is it that they don't like you? Is it that they're being disrespectful? Is it that they don't know how to say? So many questions that people have, and at times we think we are not good at developing a business. Well, today I'm going to address that for you and a whole lot more. So if this is your very first time, we do this every single day at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I'm the global master trainer of an entrepreneurial community called Yup, as we call it, the world's greatest entrepreneurial community, where we help you either start, grow, or scale a business leveraging our tools and resources. And of course, there's a turnkey opportunity with it as well. Now, let's talk about it. How many of you, and talk to me in the chat or in a comment here, wherever you may be watching this from, how many of you have been ghosted before? Meaning someone literally read your message after you had a fantastic conversation, rapport was going great, and then ta-da, all of a sudden they're switching the conversation, or they're not responding at all. And does it happen often? Now, I can give you different reasons why that happens, and I want to make sure that I preface it by this. Yeah, I see them coming. Me, and me. Yes, I totally get it. Let me tell you something. I've been in business for just about 14 years. I've been very, very blessed to do what I do every single day. And I, too, get ghosted every single day, usually 60 to 70% of the time. And it is not your fault, or it is not my fault. Well, it is, but let me explain what I'm trying to get at here. The reality is, you and I have not been educated early on in our careers on the concept of developing relationships and really and truly focusing on the individual that we're talking to, not ourselves. See, especially for those of us who are in network marketing, direct sales, when we are reaching out to the individual, the very first thing in our head, I need him to enroll. I need her to be a customer, right? That's the energy that we provide. Now, you may say, well, no, I don't really do that. And I'm going to sit here and get a little bit in your face and say, yes, you do. And let me explain how. It doesn't have to be directly on Messenger, but what are you posting on your social media feed every single day? What kind of message is that social media feed is sending out to your audience? How are you and what are you documenting each and every single day? Some of us are posting about our company's products and services and opportunities and network every single day, every single post. And I, as a friend of yours, all I'm thinking is like, oh my God, enough already. I get it. You are in the greatest face cream company ever, right? No, nothing against face cream. I'm just making something up. You are in the greatest crypto company. Good for you. You are in the greatest CBD company. Awesome. But the moment you send me, hey, Ali, how you been? Guess what goes through this mind? Oh boy, here we go. Why? Because if you were so gun-ho about just selling like a flyer, like a commercial, like an ad that I don't have cable TV, so I don't watch, that I avoid in every flyer, I just throw it out and I don't read it, and all you're being is a digital flyer, the moment you send me that message, I know it's coming. I know it's coming because you showed me no value at all. You just showed me I just want money. I just want commission. I'm desperate. I'm miserably desperate. Now, that's the very first reason. The second reason is another thing that we weren't taught early on in our career is that we need to understand there's a difference between time and timing. See, there are people who genuinely are busy. They don't have the time to sit down through a presentation or through a Zoom or through an opportunity or an event, right? That's understood. But there's also timing. See, now more than ever, people and you and I, we've been through a lot. Some of us lost family members in the last couple, of months, if not year and a half. I lost my grandpa, to this whole crazy pandemic. I mean, went to the hospital on a Thursday, passed on a Monday morning. It was really that quick and that abrupt. Some people have lost their jobs. Some people had to organize their whole lives. Some people have kids that are in school now each and every single day that they have to homeschool. Some people are bumping heads with their spouses because they're with them at home more than they used to before. So a lot has been changed. And you got to understand that that person's timing is different than the time that you think is available, right? It's like we assume, well, everybody's home now, therefore everybody can work from home, right? But is the timing appropriate for that person? If you don't do some due diligence, if you don't take the time and have a conversation with that individual, showing them that I truly and genuinely care about you, I care about what's going on in your life, no matter how great an opportunity you have, if the timing isn't right, and more importantly, if that person does not know how to tell you or they don't want to put out their dirty laundry, all of a sudden, the best thing they can do is stay quiet, mute it, not respond, ghost you. So the reason I'm telling you this, when you are ghosted, don't automatically say, wah, I'm bad, I'm horrible, everything is bad, this business doesn't work, I'm the worst entrepreneur ever. It doesn't work that way. There are different variables. Now, I told you the external variables, right? The timing of the individual, the time of the individual, right? And the commitment they have to whatever they got going on. Again, that's part of the timing. Now, let me tell you the controllables. Let me go back to that timeline. If you are posting more than 20% on your timeline about your business, you have already ruined your chances of having an appropriate conversation about your business. I know, scary, right? 20% is all you need. And we teach in our community the formula, the 15x7, the 5-5-3s, and all those things that we teach all the time about how often to post, what to post, when to post, where to post, what time to post. All those things do make a difference for the person that is on your timeline. The other thing is when you actually reach out to the individual to talk to them about your business, how are you reaching out? What are you reaching out about? Are you reaching out automatically on the very first conversation? Hey, John Doe, oh my God, I got the best opportunity in the world. It's a network marketing company and he has this product and this service and we make money in a binary system and you only need to refer to people to do to people. Here's the thing. I'm going to send you a link in below and you're throwing up, you're vomiting with information on a person. And again, you're being a flyer, you're being a marketing spamming email, and that stuff does not work. Here's what would work. Build a relationship. For those of you who say, I don't want to deal with warm market, I don't want to deal with my friends and family, cool. Guess what you have to do as you're dealing in cold market? Build a relationship. I'll tell you how I build instant relationships with the right expectations. First things first, I have to set up the standards from the very first interaction. This is how I don't get ghosted. Hey, John Doe, so nice to connect with you, whether a friend requested me or we are on the same group or whatever interaction is coming along. Here's my message. Thank you so much for connecting with me. I so look forward to learn more about you and your professional background. I make it about you, not about, I can't wait to show you my company. I make it about you and your professional background. Why do I insist off, I can't wait to learn more about you and your professional background? By the way, this is part of not being ghosted. I know you're saying, I thought you were going to talk about how to not get ghosted. This is part of it. It's called an upfront contract. It's what you do upfront that sets up the right expectation on the back end, right? So the reason I focus about you and your professional background, so when you reply with your 30, paragraphs in a video link for me to look at your business model, guess what? I said I wanted to learn more about you, not about your company. I was interested more about your professional background, not about your upline and how much money they made in 1994. So it sets up the right messaging and the right expectations. On top of that, there are individuals that would literally from day one, and this is very, very important to understand, from the very, very first day, they're automatically foul-mouthed, think that I'm there to talk about politics or sports or anything irrelevant to the day-to-day things that I'm focused on, my core values. So the fact that I'm letting you know, I'm here to learn more about you and your professional background. And there are individuals that would straight up answer me, yeah, man, well, I'm here just to make friends. I'm like, well, good. Again, I look forward to learn more about you and your professional background. I have enough friends and family, and it's very, 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 very hard for me to just open up to the world into my private life. But I look forward to learn more about you and your professional background. That's the very first thing. Let's start with that. Now, there are people who would literally say things like, and it happens a lot. I know you don't think I got it, but so are you single? Again, I look forward to learn more about you and your professional background. And by the way, if you took an ounce of a minute to look at my profile, you probably would identify what I do, who I am, how old I am, where I am from. But clearly you have nothing better to do. I don't say this part, but you have nothing better to do that you're just sitting in there and trying to find, somebody to just waste time with, right? So the moment I get that stuff, here's what I say. And ladies, I don't know about you, you probably get a whole lot of that, right? Like a lot of like weirdos, that would just, you look so beautiful and I just want to talk to you. Here's the thing. When you set up the first expectations on day one, I look forward to learn more about you and your professional background. The moment you get any weird message, immediately just unfriend, block, even if you have to. Don't sweat it. Don't put ew, don't reply. I don't have time for this. I just want to talk business. They gave you a red flag day one. Move on. There are plenty of business, respectful entrepreneurs out there in the world, right? So set up the right expectations. Once you get the me too, meaning I too look forward to learn more about you and your professional background, there are a few ways that you can go about it. We should have a meet and greet. We should have a virtual coffee. I welcome those. I have 3 of them today. So let's have a meet and greet. I'd love to learn more about you and your professional background. So by default, when you have that meet and greet, when you have that virtual coffee, it's a 20-minute session. And so tell me a little bit about yourself. Oh, that's awesome. And what do you do? Oh, that's great. Now you can build rapport, right? Like, oh, you got kids? Oh, that's awesome. And where do you live? You can have those rapport building conversations. Now I repeat, you must discipline yourself. If you truly and respectfully stated that you look forward to learn more about that person's professional background, then you better just learn about their professional backgrounds. Here's what that person is going to do. How about you? How about you? They gave you now the opportunity to tell them about what you do, and it doesn't come across as you're soliciting business or selling something. They gave you the opportunity to tell them about what you do. Now, again, discipline yourself. You want to make sure no longer than 30 seconds, if that. Don't give a presentation. Like when people ask me, what do? I teach people how to make money leveraging a Facebook group. That sounds awesome. How does it work? Well, I mean, I just was looking for a meet and greet, but as soon as we drop, I'll give you access to a Facebook group. I'm going to tag you on a 4-minute video, and it'll show you exactly how it works. add tag message, right? This is what I do. I don't get into a presentation. If the goal, right? See, I'm goal oriented. What is the goal of this meet and greet? To learn more about you and your professional background. So when they say, what do you do? I just teach people how to make money leveraging a Facebook group. That's awesome. How does it work? Well, listen, I don't really have the full time to go over a whole presentation and a business model, but let me just add you in a group. I'll tag you in a video. It's about 4 minutes. It'll explain exactly how it all works. Add, tag, message. See, now I created not only an exposure, I don't come across as a spammer. I don't come across as somebody that's selling. So the moment that person is in my group, the moment is that person is tagged in my video, when I go on Messenger, here's my follow-up. You ready for it? John Doe, I'm glad you got to take a peek. Let me know when you're done with that video. I'd love to connect you with some of my best success stories in the group, just so they can give you insights on how they're monetizing every single week. Again, not a single thing about company, product, opportunity, compensation plan, name of the company, industry even. I disciplined myself and I maintained my posture as a professional. It is as simple as, I'm going to add you to a group, tag you to a video. Hey, let me know when you're done with that video. I'll connect you with some of my best success stories, so they just give you some insights on how they're monetizing every single week. 9 out of 10 times, I'll get thumbs up. Sure, yeah, I'm open to it. I would love to, no problem. Because I understand it doesn't matter how excited I am about a business model or an opportunity or a compensation plan. It only matters if it makes sense to that person. It only matters if the timing is right in that person. Now, does everybody become a client or do business or enroll right away? Absolutely not. As a matter of fact, I average 1 to 2 out of 10 people that I talk to, right? But what I will tell you is the other 8, they still have a conversation. Well, I'd say 7. There's always that one person, right? The other 7 out of 8, they still have a conversation. They'll tell me honestly, hey, the time is just not right. I'm okay with that. Hey, thank you so much for letting me know. Let's touch base in about a month or so. Let's touch base in 90 days. I'll keep you posted. Hey, well, you're in the group. I do a training every day at 11 o'clock. Just chime in whenever you can, because I know the timing will open up and it'll be better for that person when the timing is right, when their life is ready for enhancements and upgrades. Because again, it doesn't matter. Y'all heard it before, right? I can take the horse to the water, but I can't make the horse drink it, right? It's as simple as that. It doesn't matter what I think. It doesn't matter what excites me. It only matters if that person's timing and stars are aligned with mine. If they are, great. If not, I am not the one to convince you. If I have to convince you of making more money or becoming better or giving your family better life or better health or whatever industry that you're in, we're having the wrong conversation. Either you want it or not. I watched a training. It was just a short video yesterday, training about the idea of faith and evidence, right? Like you know, the idea of the Big Bang Theory and the book of Genesis from the Bible and the relationships. And it was like argument back and forth. And the speaker said, I 100% concur with every single thing that Einstein and science and everybody proved. But all they proved what faith had said all along. But evidence is irrelevant if your faith is not in line with it, because that science, you needed to start with a little bit of, I have faith that I'm going to discover something incredible. So without faith, science wouldn't have existed, right? Meaning that that person was willing and open to see the evidence and the proof. But if you're not willing, doesn't matter what proof, what evidence I give you, you're still not in the right mindset. So this is why I understand, and I started the conversation. Time and timing are two different things. The person may have time, but the timing might not be right in their life. Ooh, that was good. That was the mic dropper right there. I think that was the mic dropper. All right. So here's the thing. What happens when that person still, no matter how much love you give them, no matter what you educate them on, they still don't respond? They read your message. Here's what I do. Hey, John Doe, I hope I didn't offend you in any way, because I know it's not like you to just read my message and not respond. I feel like we have a good vibe going in. Is everything okay? I default back to being a decent human being, not a very good businessman. See, I don't know what's going on in that person's life on a day-to-day basis. Remember what I said. My grandpa went in the hospital on a Thursday, on Monday, and now is dead because of COVID-19. Most people didn't know until I posted something on a Monday morning, just showing love to my grandpa. You didn't know. And you know how many people in those 4 days were like banging on my door? Auto trading, crypto, CBD, network marketing, best opportunity every single day. And I'm like, hey, I appreciate you so much. Send me a quick video. If it's less than 5 minutes, I'll check it out when the timing is right. And they're like, but you don't understand, Ali. And I'm thinking to myself, like, dude, you don't understand. My brain is not in a capacity to look at anything right now because you don't understand what I'm going through. Many of the people we're talking to, we don't understand what they're going through. So don't take it personal. Now, here's what I will tell you. I have a 3-strike rule, though. If I message you within a 30 to 60-day period, first time, you read it and don't answer. Second time, you read it and don't answer. Third time, you read it and don't answer. And it's usually not about business. It's like, hey, I just pray all is well. It's not like you to not respond. Hey, just checking in. Is everything okay with you and the family? And you don't respond. Now, I unfriend that person because all that tells me either you're not social or you just don't want to talk to me, which both are okay. I'll unfriend you. And then when the timing is right, you're going to come back and you're going to look me up. So I hope that today's message has hit home with you. Don't take it personal if somebody doesn't respond to you. Understand the timing is not right for them. Don't try to convince anyone to become better. And it's never about you. It's about the person that you're talking to. Did today help you out a little bit? I hope it did. I really do. Do me a favor in the comment itself. Let me know what was your biggest takeaway from today's training session. And for those of you who are around Delaware, or if you know anybody from Delaware, I'm going to be in Delaware today. Yes, I'm driving 3 hours. There is no flight from New Jersey to Delaware, so I got to drive. I got a 3-hour ride each way from 6:30 to 8:30. I am doing a training tonight, and Yup Local training tonight, that is. And we're focusing on the foundation of a digital business. So if you have anybody in Delaware, tag them in here, connect them with me in Messenger. And it's a complimentary event, meaning that we're paying for it, but I get to hook him up. But I need to know beforehand because we obviously have COVID regulations in play. We're doing 7 feet, not 6, masks and all that stuff. So I want to make sure that I do have a chair available for that person. All right. When you come back tomorrow, I'm going to talk to you about the 3 deadliest things that you can do in network marketing. 3 deadliest things that you can do in network marketing. And let me tell you, some of you have been killing your business and you need the resuscitation. So I hope that you appreciate the topic, and I will see you tomorrow morning, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we'll talk to you soon. Have a blessed day, everybody. See ya.